This is Satya Pradhuman of Cirrus Research. The latest briefing report is just out. The title, Beta Like It's 1999. We thought this was worth making a bigger deal of. The performance of high beta strategies in the US equity markets, clearly it's done well. But when we look at the performance relative to periods back in the 90s, the internet bubble, what we're noticing is that the current period that feels speculative, this run in beta has been extreme. Importantly, though, the gap between the large cap and the small cap beta, very different results. Clearly, this has been driven really by a mega cap AI run. That said, what we're also seeing is a diversification of the AI leadership, in fact, broadening through industrials among several other groups. If we look at beta versus momentum or leadership, an interesting gap is opening here in large cap land. What we've noticed is about a 10% outperformance in high beta for large caps versus large cap leadership. So what this suggests, I think, is that there is more of a fluid movement in what is considered AI leadership or leadership in the US right now. And I think this is what accounts for this performance gap that is opening. Importantly, when we look at AI themes, what we're also seeing is a broadening across whether it's AI infrastructure or applications. They're posting very, very strong numbers. In fact, the alternate energy component for the nuclear bin is up almost 75% year to date, outperforming semis, even with the strong resurgence of NVIDIA among other players in the last couple of months. And then finally, this broadening that's occurring, it's not just in the AI vertical, but if you look at overseas markets versus the US, we notice a strong outperformance in some of the key markets overseas, from Germany, South Korea, South Africa, Latin America. And so at the heart of this, what we think is going on is asset allocators are lowering their beta and looking at different valuation regimes. Importantly, this has also begun to occur in the US since the April market bottom. Notice that small caps are now sort of neck and neck, slightly outperforming large cap. Micro caps are up almost 60% from the April bottom. Clearly, and gold has been running as well. Moral story is that investors, asset allocators, they're looking at ways for diversifying as this current market does feel speculative. Even if you want to look at the AI thesis, it does seem as if it's very different from the last couple of years where it was effectively NVIDIA. Take a look at the full report, and as always, happy to take your questions. Thank you.